Think yeah. Are we ready? Yeah. Are we ready? Yeah, I think. Are we ready? Yeah. Power Monday, baby. Are we ready? Power. Are we ready? Yeah. Let's turn up. Word. How y'all feeling? How y'all feeling tonight? I hope everybody's doing good. Start of the week. Start of the week. Hope you're feeling strong. No play on words intended, baby. So tonight, we're gonna talk a little bit about that one family member you got that got a lot. Now, just because they got a lot, don't mean that they give a lot. But there might have been a time when they did. Everybody has their own version of the story now. We won't make it one-sided. Power Monday shit. Hit that like button, y'all. Do that one little solid. Power Monday, baby. Make sure y'all get in on that poll question. Light it up. I know y'all can give out more likes than that. Don't be stingy with the likes. Apply pressure. Dimples D's. Brown Eyes Dunlap. Where you at? T Carry, right? Morning, noon, and night. Yeah. What's that, Boy King? What's good? Hit that like button, y'all. Urban Therapy with Sun 752. And this your daily. It's the daily go-getter-mism show. You think it ain't when it is? You think it won't when it whiz? We are here and we are in motion. We do this thing, taking all fast lane, no coasting, and everything is gonna be all right. We talk about why the rich member of the family don't come around tonight. Every family has a family member in it that is well-to-do or doing better than everybody else. Now, some of y'all have the famous family member, the one that made a record, the one that was in a movie, the one that's well-known in the community, politicians, business community, doing things, making moves, getting that paper. It's a dynamic that exists in just about every family. I don't care if the wealth isn't really wealth. It's just the ability to buy a nice car. It is what it is. They got a better car than everybody else in the family. They got a Cadillac. You don't have a Cadillac. They got a Cadillac. You got a Toyota. Nothing wrong with a Toyota, but a Toyota ain't a Cadillac. Cadillac status, baby. Cadillac status. What's good? What's your name? Amelia? The writing was too small for me to see. Team Quack Attack. Y'all got some interesting names tonight. What's good? Lucy. What's that? Lucy Furrow? I don't want to butcher your name. If I get your name wrong, charge it to my head, not my heart. Because my heart is in the right place. At least I'm trying to get it there. So tonight we're talking about why or should I say the reason that the wealthy person in the family don't come around no more. Or why they don't help out. Now, there are a lot of different layers to this story. There's a lot of different layers to this dynamic. Why wouldn't they help out? If they have more and everybody else has less, why wouldn't the healthy person in the family help out? Why wouldn't they do a solid to everybody? Why wouldn't they show everybody else how to get what they had? Well, the truth of the matter is they may have tried to put everybody on at one time, and it might not have worked. You know, sometimes the have-nots in the family are have-nots because they want to do not. They are have-nots because they do not. But what we're going to do right here is we're going to eliminate this hardware right here, and then we're going to have this talk, me and you, together. I just can't stand talking to no one but you for all my life. I know that's not the real lyrics. But it don't matter. We can make things up as we go. We can switch things around and make them the way that we think that they should be, even if they shouldn't be that way all the way. But it's all good, man. So this is the Daily Go-Getterism Show. If you didn't know by now, please hit the like button, smash it. You see it over there. Tap that screen twice if you looking at it on your phone. Just tap that thing. Yo, that's the like button. Hit that thing. Hit that thing. You know what I'm saying? Take it out. Muhammad Ali, that thing. Tamika Munsell Brewer. What's good? How you feeling? All right. So we talking about the reason that the wealthy person in the family don't help out. They used to. Why don't they come around no more? They used to. Why don't they put you on no more? They used to. Why don't they bring their kids around as much as they used to? They used to. Well, we're going to take a look in the family because one of y'all might be the one in the family, the wealthy person in the family. And sometimes, I'm using the word wealthy, but sometimes the wealthy person in the family is not actually wealthy, but they got a couple of dollars. And when you got a couple of dollars, normally somewhere in the high 5 figures, good 6 figures, that's a couple of dollars. Now, you in the 7 figure, you got real money. The 7 figures is not as much as it used to be in today's economy. We all know that. But if they make 7 figures and you make 5 figures, Well, there is a wealth gap. There's a wealth gap, and you are in it. So let's get it popping. Everybody good though? Y'all good? Y'all good? You know what I'm saying? Everybody straight? You need something? All right, let's get into it. Let's get into it. Why the wealthy person in the family, why the wealthy relatives don't hang out. I mean, I'm sorry, why they don't help out. Well, you know, honestly, I've known people and families who Terry Hawkins, what's good, ma? What's good? Thanks for coming through. Appreciate you. I know it ain't easy. Getting up at 2:00 in the morning to come through and bless this platform. I know if you're not up regularly at this time, yeah, it can be one of those things, but I appreciate you. Mucho. All y'all. But yeah, like the person in the family that's getting money, a lot of times they tried to bring people up with them when they was getting money. Just when they were really just starting to get a couple of dollars, when they were putting business deals together, when they were building their businesses and things like that, a lot of times they tried to put their siblings on, put their aunties, uncles, nieces, nephews, cousins. You like let's say one of your relatives was like had like a contract cleaning company. You know, if somebody has a contract cleaning company, more than likely they tried to put everybody on in the family. They might not have been able to pay y'all a whole lot. They may not have been able to pay a whole lot when they first got started, but they was getting contracts and they were building their way up. They were stacking and they were giving out opportunities. Look, I'm going to show you how to use the side-by-side buffer. I'm going to show you how to buff your way into good pay. I'm going to show you how to clean these toilets right. I'm going to show you how to disinfect right and keep everything clean and sanitary. If you learn these skills, if you learn these techniques, cleaning is always needed. Businesses cannot operate without a cleaning service. They can't do it. They absolutely can't do it. So the bigger the business, the bigger the contract, and the more opportunities that they have. Now, when people are building slow, a lot of times family members, friends, employees, whatever, you know, they want to get paid. And they a lot of times they want a job with benefits and stuff like that. And when you are a small company just getting off the ground, a lot of times people think that you already making money because they see that you got a contract and they think that all of the contract money goes into your pocket, when they don't understand that contract goes into a whole payroll and a whole system and supplies and all of that kind of stuff, depending on how the contract was set up. But employees don't understand all of that. All they know is that you got paid and you only pay in this little bit. And this kind of thing can be the beginning of that wealthy relative starting not to come around the family anymore, because I tried to put y'all on when I was coming up. I tried to give y'all opportunities when I was building, when I was just getting off the ground, when I was just taking off. But y'all didn't want to wait. Everybody wanted to get paid right now. Nobody could wait. Nobody was patient. Nobody was willing to sacrifice or even show up on time. And plenty of times y'all left me. I called jobs. I got I'm sorry. I got calls from clients asking why things weren't done, why nobody showed up and shit like that. Who was it who didn't show up? You. That's who. You. Now, the wealthy relative is mad at the family. Y'all almost fucked up everything. So it's lonely at the top, they say. By the way, how's the audio, y'all? Because I was listening to the show yesterday, and it's in the audio sound choppy. Now, normally it's crystal clear, CD, DVD quality. But when I was listening yesterday, it sounded a little like I was hearing like a little clicking noise. Let me know if y'all hear anything that causes alarm, and I'm going to fix it best way I can. What up, P? What up, Not Real? What up, West? My people's West is in the house. Was good. Always good to see you, my dude. Always good to see you. So yeah, things like you said, it sounds okay right now. All right, cool. Please keep an eye out. Please keep an eye out. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm a stickler for things like audio and video. I'm a stickler for that. I don't like the, I don't like it when it's not right. You know what I mean? We not dealing with Mr. Microphones in here. We supposed to have quality, state of the art, good shit. You know, it might not be the top of the line, but it's on the line good enough for you to be like, yes, that's the way it's supposed to sound, sir. Yes. So when I speak it to the mic, you should hear it all the way. Bill Desmond, you said audio crystal clear. Good. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate all of y'all. Bendejo. That's the name. That's the name you chose for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Bendejo. Hispanic, no doubt. All right, cool. What do you call a rich Chinese man? What's the answer? Cha-ching. Yo, that's a pretty good joke. I like that. Mr. Mimic. What up, Mr. Mimic? I can't digest stuff. Says, before I was a child and my mother was in my kitchen with my dad. Before I was a child and my mother was in my kitchen with my dad. I got nothing. I can't digest that. Help me. I got nothing. Oh yeah, you definitely was going to get a shout out with a name like Pendejo. Pendejo. And you spelled it in an English way. Like, yeah, I ain't even going to spell it in no Spanish way. I want you to, I'm going to spell this thing phonetically in English. That's what's up. I know Mr. Mimic says that's a bad word. It is. It definitely is. That's cool though. But yeah, so what do y'all think about the topic? You know, the reason that the wealthy person in the family don't help out. The truth of the matter is, from what I know, the wealthy person in the family did used to help out. They did try to pull people up. And a lot of times they don't help out anymore because they feel like everybody is always tapping into them when they need money, when they lose their job, when they have abused something, a privilege or something that has been taken away, when they got evicted from their apartments or whatever place that they were renting, when they didn't pay their share and everybody's coming back. Let me tell you something. I have never met a person that was getting evicted that owned up to the shit and just said, you know, I didn't have the money for the rent and I didn't pay it. Or I had the money for the rent and I just wasn't paying it. I've never heard, and I was a landlord for years. Like 17 years I was a landlord. And I never heard any tenant, even the ones that I evicted, and those were a lot. There were a lot. They never said, you know, I just didn't have the money. I didn't have the money, or, you know, I messed up the cash. I was doing something else with it. And, you know, 1 month went by and nothing happened. So I let another month go by. And after a while, it was just like, now I'm not used to paying the rent no more. 60 days not paying the rent. That shit felt kind of good. It put money in my pocket, and that I didn't think should be there, but it felt all right. So I did everything with the money instead of paying the rent. I bought extra food. I treated people to drinks. I was tricking in the hotel. I went to the gambling spot. I made love on a park bench. I got the supersized meal at the fast food. I paid some other bills with it. And not the bill that would actually keep a roof over my head. So, people don't always own up to their shortcomings when it comes to paying the rent. But they will expect the wealthy person or the person in the family who has money, they expect them to bail them out. They expect them to be there for them. They expect them to help them out of this jam just one time. It's not just one time. You've asked me to do this for you before. Yeah, I know, but I only needed this one time. Like, there's not going to be another this time. This is the one time. The last time was that time. But I just need you to do this one time. Because last time, there was a different set of circumstances that determined the outcome of that time. But that was that time. And it was a long time ago. So it's not like I just do this. See, people who have money because they are good with money. There are some people who have money who don't have any money because they're bad with money. There's some people who don't have a lot of money, but have a lot of money because they're good with money. Do you understand what I'm saying? I'm not even trying to, do no mind-bending type of wordplay, but it's true. And when you don't manage your money correctly, then you're not going to have any. So, being dependent upon the family member that always has money, as if they always have money so they can help you out, so they can bail you out, so they can once again take care of your irresponsibilities. So some people who have money in their family stay away because of that. Some of them stay away. Like, every time I go around my family, they magically have a birthday party or whatever, or some kind of function coming up, and guess who they expect to pay for it? The event is never about me. It's never honoring me, but they always want me to be the one to front the bill. Terry Hawkins says, happy birthday, yo. Thank you so much. I think it's so much. Thank you so much. I think it's so much. Thanks. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thanks. Thank you so much. Thanks for being down. Thanks. Appreciate you. You already know, though. You already know. So, what up, Amelia? What's good? I like the font on your name. That's pretty cool. I like the font. Good font. Where'd you get that font? It's pretty cool. I like the font. That's good. That's good. Make sure y'all hit the like button, y'all. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Share the show. Subscribe to the channel. Yeah, it's a good idea to subscribe to the channel. Just go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And if if it really compels you, hit the join button. Hit the join. Like, oh, what is this? It says join. Oh, you can be like a member. Oh, yeah, that would be cool. But thank you, Bill. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. But see, technically, it is August 12th, especially if you're on the East Coast right now. If you're on the West Coast, it's not after midnight yet, so it's not August 12th. It's still August 11th. But this show, we're representing August 11th. But I will take the on time, in real time birthday shout out. And thank y'all so much. This one is different. This birthday is a little different. because this is my 55th birthday. I was born 8/12/1970. So I was like, yo, I don't know. 55 is just something I never thought of before. And as you get older, the years start really, 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 really going. And you get to thinking about the things. You get to thinking about the things that you've done, and the things that you haven't done, the things that you've wanted to do, and whatever accomplishments that you think are down the line. You know what I mean? Whatever accomplishments that you think are down the line. So you might, like me, I ask myself, well, how come I'm not the wealthy one in the family? You know, because it ain't me. We do have one or two that I'm close to, but it ain't me. You know what I mean? But I think about it, like, if it was me, how far would I go to bestow blessings upon everybody else? How far would I go? Because I can't really say that I would be out here, you know, trying to be like Captain America or Superman or whatever. I'm not sure if I would be trying to save everybody. Honestly, I believe that some people can't be saved, and even more people don't deserve to be saved. So I think with me, I think that I'm slightly Republican when it comes to discipline, but when it comes to friendship, I'm more Democratic. If that makes any sense. And it might not. And I understand if it don't. But I think when it comes to money, I'm more Republican. When it comes to friendship, when it comes to love, I'm more Democratic. I think that everybody is worthy of love and friendship or whatever. Companionship. Group activity. But when it comes to money, I don't like it when I see people reckless with dough. Even if it ain't my business. I be thinking like, yo, man, the future is now and it's tomorrow. Why would you fuck up all your money like that when you know you don't have a lot coming in? You ever see somebody do that? You ever see somebody do that? You ever see somebody act like they have more money than they have? And what I mean by acting like they have more money than they have, it's not that they're lying about the dollar amount that they have, but what they're actually doing is spending as if a lot more is coming in than they are spending. So when you see somebody doing that, you get to thinking to yourself like, yo, what the fuck, man? Yo, what are you doing? Because in a minute, you're going to be begging. In a minute, you're going to be begging. So the wealthy person in the family is not the one who does that. The wealthy one in the family is like, look, money don't grow on trees, as you know. So why y'all always trying to shake me down? Like I got the dollar leaves falling off of the money tree. Why y'all doing that? Why you doing that, son? Why you do that? So yeah, it could be a little concerning. And the wealthy person in the family knows that the broke people in the family, the frivolous people in the family, the people who like to splurge and the spendthrifty people in the family are all going to be coming to him or her looking for a handout. Now, speaking of him or her, because I don't know about y'all, but I've noticed that there's a difference in the way that the woman, like if the wealthy person in your family is a woman, it's different than when it's the wealthy person being a man. Very different. Very different. Studorama? What up, Studorama? If I'm saying your name wrong, I apologize. If I'm saying your name wrong, yo, recognize. If I'm saying name wrong, I ain't gonna put it in the song. I'm just trying to say what's up all the days long. I appreciate all of y'all coming through. Yeah, this the daily go-getterism for you. And you know how we do. We make sure we talk. Yo, come along with me so we can take this walk. We about to see some sights, get our mind right. We gonna make sure that we hit the top lid. The lights are bright, and we on the marquee. And you know that the name is spelled right. Yeah, it's where we wanna be. Like Donnell Jones. Yeah, we smoke a few bones. Actually, I used to smoke the shit, but I left the shit alone. I don't smoke nothing, drink nothing, clean body. Make sure no dirty bitches got a mean hottie. Everything is going to turn out good. And we right here. Yeah. Let's get it understood. All right. Oakland. What up? What up? And my man Troy is on the line. Trizzy. The one them cow try.
The one them cow. The one them cow.
Yes, the one them cow try.
Shine a light on them.
What the guan?
Shine a light on them. Yeah. Shine a light on them. It's my brother's birthday. Shine a light on him. It's my brother's birthday. It's his Earth Day. It's his Earth Day. It's his birthday. Shine a light. It's his birthday. It's his Earth Day. Happy birthday, good brother. Many more.
Yo, appreciate that. Appreciate that.
You know you my youngest.
You already know. You know what I'm saying? I respect the big bro. All times. All times. You know how we do.
One thing about that man up above, them blessings come when that year come back along and you still here.
Listen, man. I've already planned to take it slow. This one. I don't know. There's something about this one that concerns me. I don't know what it is. I got reservations about this one, and I know what it is, and then again, I think it's silly, but I just can't shake it for some reason. I lost my man at 55 last year. You know what I'm saying? And for some reason, it's weighing on me. It's been weighing on me since last year. You know what I'm saying? So I won't be driving as fast this year. I'll be looking both ways when I cross the street. I might talk to people a little nicer. I gotta make it through this one. I don't want no problems. Listen, don't find no wars for me to get into this year. I might not want to fight them.
You ain't gotta find them. They come to you, bro.
I'm just saying, man.
You ain't gotta find them. They will come and find you. You know what I mean? For real. When your day is okay, everything goes astray.
Well, listen. I can deal with a battle or two, but I don't want no wars. Mm-hmm. I don't want no wars. I'm not trying to get embroiled. I don't need no Iran, no Russia, no Ukraine, no Gaza, should I say, no Palestine,
no DC.
No, damn, man, right? The fuck? No California either. What the hell?
No California, no DC.
No Florida. You know what I mean? You're fucking alligator Alcatraz. I don't need none of that shit.
Alligator Alcatraz.
I'm good.
Man, shit, fuck the damn Epstein files. Just leave him the fuck alone, because he gonna keep doing shit to kind of cover this.
Look,
shit,
man, this shit is wild. It's wild out here. What up, Jeff Sprayberry? What's good?
I ain't gonna elaborate on it. He gonna sue McDonald's to bring Ronald McDonald out. Watch.
Yo, that motherfucker is gonna do anything and everything to keep your mind off of the one thing that you care about. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, no, let me get. Whoa. You ain't say what's going on, son?
Yo, I'm feeling like a real man should. For real.
Okay. Now,
Word mother, for real. What up, Cheryl Halsey? Yeah, so you on what we talk about tonight?
Most definitely.
Yeah. So and from my point of view, man, there's a lot there's a lot of there's a different dynamic and a lot going on with this topic. You know what I mean? Because everybody has somebody in their family that got a little bit of money, and it's different from family to family. Some people have the type of person that has money in the family, and they always come around blessing everybody, whatever. Then you got the person who come around bragging about everything they have, but when you ask them for something, they ain't never got it, or they play broke. They play broke when you need something or when you ask for something, but as long as everything is good, they got it. They got it. Their ego is out of control. Like,
right.
which one is it? Which one is it? Are you rich? Do you have it going on? Or did you just spend all the money and you can't re-up until 2026? What we doing?
I'm coming to grips about, certain people in my family that all money is not good money. Regardless about how much money that person has, all money is not good money, because once you realize some people can do some underhanded things to get that money, and then you benefit from it. Getting the benefit from it is not might be a good thing, but they'll hold that against you.
Yeah, I hear that.
They'll carry that around with you, and they'll say what they did just to try to ice pick you, like you're an Italian man and they the mafia boss.
Okay.
You're sitting in the front of the car, and they just, as soon as you say something, you see what happened to the bull. And fucking Goodfellas kept asking him for his money. Sat in the first seat, got ice picked. You know what I mean?
One thing is for sure, you should never forgive anybody for ice picking you. I don't give a fuck. Yo, man.
You know what I mean?
That's a violent ass crime, dog. That is a violent ass. Even when you just using it for ice. Is violent. Like, yo, what the fuck? Get an ice tray. Get an ice tray. Ice is not supposed to be created that way.
That shit is crazy, man. Because it takes me out. Because I have never been rich, but I've been well off. And when the coins be coining, sometimes it's always good to give some blessings out. You get blessings out because, at some point in God bless you. At some point in time, God bless you. So it's always good to give out blessings. But at the same token, I don't think people remember the blessings you get. Because then when you fall, we do fall down and we do get up. You know what I mean? So when we fall down, and people see you fall down, it's like they standing over you clapping like they Denzel and fucking American Gangster talking about my man,
right?
But when you get up, now you that motherfucker. Look at that motherfucker.
Hurry.
That motherfucker. Now they cursing you the fuck out because you didn't pick yourself up.
Bluetooth connected.
And it was just when the person on top got the coins, they're able to frown like you're an underling, like you're a worthless piece of shit, like you're a pawn.
Right.
They use you as bathroom tissue, like you can just, like they wiping your ass with you. That's not me neither, right there, son. Whoever just text in there, that's not me.
Okay.
In the chat, whoever saying Troy.
I got it. Don't worry about it. Don't give him no light. Don't give him no light.
I'm not.
You know what I mean? Let him live. Let him die.
So it's at the end of the day when you sit back and you make those decisions, and when them people do that type of shit, because it fucks me up. Remember what's the song? I forgot the song. Oh, Don't Curse. When fucking Grand Poobah said, when you up and riding high, everything's palsy, and all the skins give you hugs, and that's exactly how it is. Everybody, yo, Matter of fact, you walking down the street and it's like you're in slow motion because you can't walk fast enough because everybody yoing you.
Well, see, here's the thing. There's a big difference between having money for a minute and being the wealthy person in the family.
Yeah, most definitely.
You know what I mean?
Definitely.
So the mistake that I see a lot of people make is that when they have a little come up, when they have a little windfall, when they've stumbled upon, let's say they've walked into like $50,000 cash and they ain't never had that kind of money before, at one time. People make that over a year. It's a lot different than when you get it at one time. So let's say you have a job and you get $50,000 in a lump sum so you got your salary and you got this $50,000. Now I've known people that take a leave of absence so they can fuck up this $50,000. Mm-hmm. And at the end of that leave of absence, they need their job bad as shit because they done fucked up all their money playing Big Willie.
You feel like that song by the Force MDs. Tears.
Yo, I'm just saying. So, you have to be self-aware of your position. You're not wealthy. You just got you got a little bit of money. You got a year's salary at one time and you spending it like that's the kind of money you make. And it's not. You know what I'm saying? So, of course, you're going to go from the giver to the needy in a little bit of time. So when I'm talking about the wealthy person in the family, I'm talking about the ones that always have it.
Right.
Now, whether they, and it's funny because them kind of cats will go and put $1 in the damn slot machine and win 25 grand or some jackpot shit, and they already got money. That's the kind of shit. That's the kind of shit that the wealthy person does.
And when they do it, you be ready to punch in the fuck in the mouth. Like, how the fuck you win, pussy?
Because it don't make no sense. You would think.
You be mad.
Yeah. I mean, but a lot of people who have money also know how to gamble. I don't know. I don't know what the connection is, but it be like that.
They do. And the thing is that, and I mean, them people that got a lot of money with their gambling, their philosophy is scared money don't make no money.
That's what they say all the time. But it's easy. It's easy to talk like that when you are constantly hustling and like you make more money by mistake than a lot of people do on purpose. It's easy to talk like that, and I ain't got no problem with it. You know what I mean? Actually, I think it's a good thing, but it's when you're speaking from the standpoint of somebody that's always has money coming in instead of the person that's sitting on a nest egg without no money coming in, but they putting a lot of money out. One thing that I've learned over the years, and I hate to say this, but it's true. I no longer believe that doing good is going to get me good. How about I just do good because that's what I want to do? Because if I'm waiting for the universe to karmatically, or should I say karmically, pay me back or give me
can you just say that word again, please?
Karmically.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Higher education word.
Okay, I got you. So yeah, when I see, expecting that to happen is not going to. So there's a difference, just like there's a difference between giving money and lending money. Just look at whatever good deeds that you do as giving money. Don't look for that to come back. Don't even look for a good.
And here you go. That's the thing right there. See, people, when you sit back and you do things for people, you don't expect a windfall full of blessings. You just doing something for people. It's like, if I sit back and I do something for somebody, right? When I'm down, I'm not expecting them to do nothing for me. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I just did that out of what I did from my heart. You might don't have it now. You understand what I'm saying? But even if you do, I can't expect you to be like me. That's one thing my mom always told me. She said, and I'm still trying to learn that. Troy, do not expect people to be like you.
Mm-hmm.
You can't expect people to be like you. Like, even with the word karma, I'm starting to learn, I'm starting to realize at age 55, sometimes karma don't come back and bite people in the ass.
No, karma is good energy and bad energy. People be
You
looking
got
at it
good
like
and
it's a
bad karma,
vendetta. It's not.
but
It's not a vendetta.
sometimes, son, I've seen some grimy motherfuckers that do grimy things, and the karma don't bite them in the ass. Matter of fact, they get a windfall of good karma, good juju.
Let me put you on to something.
Put me on, bro.
Good luck is not karma, and neither is bad luck. Karma, the best way to describe karma is experience. You're going to have experiences in your life. If we reduce karma to just the good and the bad, then when we witness somebody else not doing well, or witness somebody doing well that we don't think should be doing well, then we become guilty of contemplating, somebody's, or contemplating what the universe, how the universe should conduct itself.
Mm-hmm.
Because just like if you, let's say you won a bunch of money, out whether you want to do the lottery, gambling, whatever, you got a bunch of money. Now people going to say, that's a blessing to you. That's good karma coming to you, whatever. You probably done something good in your life. But the thing is, all right, you got some money, but that doesn't mean that what's in your heart and what's in your mind is doing well. So you might have got this money, but you still depressed as fuck. You might have got this money, but you lonely as hell. You might have got this money, but you afraid to have the money because you know that it's more money, more problems than the last time you had a bunch of money. Motherfuckers was doing everything that you know what I mean? So we can't look at certain things just because we wish we could have had it. We can't look at that shit like it's a blessing. But you are absolutely right when you say that there are plenty of bad people who have good things happen to them. And that's the way it's supposed to be. Maybe they've done something good that you didn't witness. See, karma is not something that we can bear witness to. Only for ourselves we will witness it, but for others we can't witness it because we don't understand how the whole thing works. We don't even understand how blessings work. We do understand getting something versus getting nothing. We fully understand that. But the universal karmic implications of how that makes everything go is different. You know what I mean? We don't know how, just like we don't know how many people die each day or are born each day. We don't know how many people become rich each day and how many people become broke. We don't know. You know what I'm saying? And so just like nature struggles to balance itself, and when it's unbalanced, we get natural disasters. Well, this is sort of like when our financial situation or our luck or blessing situation is unbalanced, then we have a tendency to get ourselves into trouble. So aside from all of that, I want to get back to this whole why the wealthy family members don't always help out. And like I was saying,
sometimes, like I said, my opinion on that, one more of my opinion, because I gave you one thing, is that another thing, like I said, is my opinion is that, they don't, I think I said two things, but I do know, I know the second one I said I didn't elaborate on. I just feel as though they don't come around as much because they want to sit back and shit on you or frown on you.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? They want to make you feel like you're less of who they are a person or less of a human being, and they're on top of the world. Not realizing that it's me, you can be right now, you can be in the same position that the moment family members are in at the drop of a dime. You never know.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you never know. And that's the thing about it is that's why, when you do come around, when a family member, because I mean, I have a family member that, you know, I have a family member that when they come around, but I got two family members, and they're not in that level of, at least I don't think they're in that level of wealth. But when they come around, they have the children nephews and nieces.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the thing about it. You can't choose your favorites when it comes to blood. Because you at some point in time, the other ones see what you're doing. I got one that just like light skin babies. They don't like brown and black babies.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying?
We still stuck in that. Okay, all right, cool.
Say that again?
I said we still stuck in that. Okay, all right, I see you.
Yeah. So they just give to the light skin ones. And then I got another one that feels as though she can bully her way to the finances, the monetary gifts and the financial gain that she can give other people makes her the quintessential one. She's the Vanessa Williams from Soul Food one.
Okay.
You know the Vanessa Williams.
Yeah.
Like if she go take a dump, it's nothing but roses. You just you hear harps playing and roses smelling and potpourri everywhere throughout the bathroom and out the house because she's the shit. That's who she is. That's how she feels, and you need to treat her like that. She has an education, and she thinks that not only is herself worth wealth, but her education is bigger than your education. And that's the thing about it. You cannot frown upon individuals like that, especially when it comes to family. If anything, show them. And if you show them, if you show them how to fish, they can fish for a lifetime. But if you give them fish, they're gonna keep coming back to you, asking you, "Can I get some more fish?"
That's true. That's absolutely true. Now,
and that's the thing. That's the thing about it, son.
Okay, now what do you say? What do you say about the wealthy person in the family who complains that the reason that they don't come around anymore is none of their family members want to do anything for themselves except for ask me things. But when I try to give them a job or when I tried to show them something, they wanted everything immediately. They don't want to wait for nothing. They want to be impatient. All they want to do is make bills and pay bills with my money, but they don't want to learn how to be fiscally responsible or responsible in any other way. What about the family member who says that? Because I've seen situations like what I was explaining about earlier before, where somebody might have been a hustler, or they might have been, building a business or whatever. And, when you building a business, you got to really watch your money. You can't be balling out just because you get paid, because the money is coming in or because you got these contracts. You can't just, you have to invest money, put the money right back into the business to help it keep growing and building and whatever. But
flip it.
Yeah. And you don't have, as an independent businessman with a small business, you can't be paying people all of these big ass salaries. But what happens when you hire your nephew, hire your brother, hire your niece, your sister, or or whatever, your cousins and all of that? What happens when you hire them?
They always feel they do some stupid shit.
At first they all in. Yeah, we gonna help you out. Yeah, blah 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 blah. Thanks, I appreciate that. But soon as they think they're witnessing you getting more money and not paying them enough, Now what happens? Sabotage, talking down on you. You know what I mean?
Sowing
sowing the seeds of division. And they want to tell everybody that you greedy and that, you know what I mean, you don't want to pay nobody and blah, 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 blah. They might be a little right, but at the same time, you may not have the money that they think that you have to pay them what they think they earn.
Well, they're not looking at the business acumen or the work ethic behind it instead of putting the work in. And that's the thing about it. Like, even when we was doing comedy, son, we always had, I always said to people, I even said to my family members, y'all don't believe in the dream until the dream start making money.
Mm-hmm.
And then when the dream start making money, then y'all want to come in after I didn't build this up. Now y'all want to come in and say, I knew you was going to do it. Now what can I help you do? No, I don't want you to help me when I'm doing it. Jump in the damn rope when I'm turning it.
Mm-hmm.
Be part of the building. Like I remember when you started doing podcasting. And I always say this story to you because I always call you the legend of Philadelphia when it comes to this, because people used to laugh at you. People was laughing and frowning like, ain't nobody doing no podcasting. And you remember the shit.
I mean,
you remember when we used to go down to comedy shows and say that you say this, that, other, and motherfuckers would say some stupid shit, and we look at them like, and then you now look at you now. Even though you're not in the top echelon, you still doing it, and it's going to grow because you got a following. You understand what I'm saying? And you got people that believe in the dream. And that's the thing about it. Motherfuckers don't believe in the dream, and they don't want you on the same level as them. And that's the problem why family members can't get on the same level as the other family members that got money like that, because they don't want you on that level. Because if you get on that level, then you're on the same tier as them or past them. You're going to pass them. And now all of a sudden they think that if your swimming pool bigger than their swimming pool, now they're going to get another bigger swimming pool. Because they don't want you on their level. So if you got millions, or if you're a thousandaire, if you're a millionaire, if you're a billionaire, nobody wants you on that level. That's why all these millionaires find a way to try to shit on the little man, the middleman, and the people beneath, because they don't want to fall down and somebody that's beneath them come up and get on that level.
You really think it's like that?
I feel like that. They don't want nobody. They don't. If they drop a couple, I mean, some people can afford to lose money. I mean, fucking what's his name? Elon Musk can afford to throw away 235 million or 345 million on a fucking damn campaign for somebody to win an election. Because that's nothing. He'll make that back on the back end. Matter of fact, that's the money that he's spending. He's not even spending money from in the bank. He's spending the interest. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, at the end of the day, there's in families, even if you're on top, you can be on the bottom because, like you said, nobody is happy when they're on top because nobody's up there with them sometimes.
Well,
you know,
I'm saying I don't know if that's always the way that it is. I'm not. I don't think that.
Let me just say sometimes.
What I'm saying is I don't think that all people who have money are feeling down, whatever. Some of them, and I've seen them in all walks of life. I've seen the kind that brag. I've seen the kind that was stingy. I've seen the kind that give away everything. I've seen, I've seen people that was making money or had money, do a lot of peculiar things or behave in some strange ways and some grounded ways. But when we talk about wealth, we're talking about wealth. We're talking about, you brought up Elon Musk. That's real wealth. When we talk about seven figures, we're not really talking about wealth. We're talking about you're doing well, but the way that the inflation economy is right now, 7 figures is not what it's not going to get you as far as let me put it this way. It ain't really going to give you the elevator in the crib. You know what I mean? You ain't going to have no escalator in the crib. It's not going to happen.
You still have to walk. You gonna still have to walk up the steps.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? When you get into the 8-figure status now, you're talking about generational wealth. The 7 figures, you're not struggling, but depending on your means, or should I say, I'm sorry, depending on what you spend your money on, you could be out of control. I watched a video the other day. I watched this video with Cameron, where Cameron was talking about Dame Dash. And he wasn't dissing Dame, but he was saying how when he was coming up,
before,
he was saying, he was like, he had 2 cribs, 2 lofts out in London, like 4 to 6 blocks away from each other for nothing. He don't live out there. You know what I mean? So he was talking about $40,000 in rent a month for these 2 places in a country that he doesn't reside in. He said Dame Dash had the only crib that he ever been in that had a urinal inside of it. He said like a club or a commercial business. Like, he said, so, and the way Dame looked at it was like, he put so many people on, he put so much money in people's pockets, then everybody should look out for him. And Cam was like, dude, you can't stop hustling or get lazy with your hustling when things go well. That's the reason that should be the reason that you hustle harder. You just want to sip. You were making a lot, but you put yourself in the position to have to make a lot because you were buying too much. You was putting too much out, flossing. When if you would have just lived within your means, you wouldn't have even had to worry about. You wouldn't have even had to worry about Jay-Z and Rockefeller and all of that because you were straight. But you fucked up your money and became dependent.
The thing that fucked me up about that, son, and sorry for cutting you off. The thing that fucked me up about that, because it was this music producer, I forgot his name. He was on YouTube. He was like, I'll be pissed off. I will be real pissed off at Jay-Z if he didn't give Dame some money. And I said, you would be pissed off at. I said, how can you be pissed off at a person when a person is still talking about you, disrespecting you? How can if me and Son had a business and Son went off and Son was pretty much the focal point of the business, and then I branch off and I'm just bad mouthing Son and I fall flat on my face, so I can't expect Son to say, yo, Troy, I got you, man. Here go 25 mil. I can't expect that because I'm bad mouthing you. I'm disrespecting you. I'm talking about you and the females. I'm talking about you and your work ethic. I'm talking about you and your music now. I'm talking about all the shit that was in the background. Instead of just doing this and shut the fuck up. Just shut the fuck up and move. Do your due diligence. And everybody said they make holes, make another hole. Do it.
Well,
do your due diligence and shut the fuck up, and then maybe people would say that and say, yeah, this, that. Because you can't shit on people, just like the person the wealth is in the family, the one that got the money. You can't shit on people, and then when you start falling, you expect the people that you didn't shit on to come back and help you. And that's what happens sometimes. You didn't shit on everybody in the family. Now all of a sudden you need help. And they like, what are you just calling me a broke ass motherfucker? Why do you disrespect them people in the family? What didn't you disrespect my mom? Did you disrespect my brother or my sister? They don't remember that.
Well, when we talking about the person that still has the money, or that never loses the money, or that manages their money, what I was talking about with Dame Dash about, I mean, what the reason I brought up the whole Dame Dash situation is because Dame Dash, even though he still has money, but it's nowhere near what he was before. And he wasn't able to keep everything that he had because he just didn't have the money coming in the way that he did when he had Rockefeller, whatever, when there were other people around him making money and allowing him to have the kind of freedom to be to create and to produce. So
Right.
so let's say somebody like Dame, let's say he didn't fall off, right?
Right.
Let's say he didn't fall off. I wonder if he would come around his quote unquote family, whoever his family may be, blood relatives or the people that he's helped in the music industry or whatever. I wonder if he would come around like that, because he pretty much saw that although everything was contractual, outside of the contract, you see how people acted. You know what I mean? So
Right.
so some people honored the contract. Some people said that they were never given anything, or they were never helped or whatever. And other people are saying, okay, like for example, Jay-Z, no, I'm sorry, Beanie Siegel said that Dame came to visit him and in jail, and helped out, with the case, and was there, for support and all of that. And Jay-Z wasn't.
Right.
And Jay didn't even vouch for Beans when asked, would you take responsibility for Beanie Siegel if he should fall off and start acting like a fool again? And Jay said no. I wouldn't. I'm not doing that. And Beans felt some kind of way about that. He felt like Jay sold him out. So with all of this that he said Dame did for him, when the Rockefeller split came, which way did he go?
Dang.
No, he didn't.
No, he went with Jigga.
He went with Jigga. Now, what sense did that make?
It ain't no sense.
It don't make no sense. But that's exactly what happened. That's exactly what happened. You said that Jay didn't help you out. You said that Jay didn't vouch for you. But when when the Rockefeller split came, you went with Jay instead of Dame. Now, of course, there can be more details that may have influenced his decision, but if Dame was a family member, I could see him not coming around no more because he felt some kind of way about the way he might have felt that people treated him, family members treated him when he was helping out. So you know what? Tell you what, I don't think I need to give y'all the benefit of my creativity anymore. I don't think y'all deserve the benefit of my wealth and my business acumen and my ability to be prolific and to be able to be able to improve everybody's situation. And I can't speak for him, but I could understand how he would feel that way if he did. You know what I mean? So if you look at the wealthy person in your own family, there may have been times when they tried to help out, and even if they were unsuccessful with helping out, the fact that they attempted to help out should weigh in on their credibility. But a lot of people You know, a lot of people who don't want to work, who don't want to do anything. Well, let me just put it this way. I don't know if demolition is a lot faster and seemingly easier than construction is. Construction takes time. Construction takes planning. Construction takes teamwork. That's what construction takes. Demolition brings down, tears down, destroys, and erases everything that was constructed. And it does it in a lot less time. To build the building, it could take a year. It could take longer. To tear down a building, get that done in a couple of weeks. Depending on the size of the building. You know what I mean?
Right.
But it will be faster. And it will, and whatever was constructed there will be nothing but a memory. So I'm saying all the I'm doing with the construction and the demolition, because a lot of people who you may have helped will try to do demolition on your character.
True.
You know what I mean? Just because they didn't get what they wanted, they may not may not be able to say that they didn't get anything. But because they didn't get what they thought they deserved, now you're the bad guy because you didn't deliver what they thought you should deliver. But name me a job that you can work on where you can decide when it's time for you to get a raise, where you can decide. But there is one job.
What job is that?
Sales.
Okay.
And the only reason you can do that in sales is because you got to bust your ass and make it happen. So you sell more, you make more. But I bet you won't be able to do it without leads, without commissions, without the facility or the tools to generate the leads in the sales that you want to get. You can't do that, and you can't raise your percentage of the commission. Whatever was decided on, that's what you're going to get. So you can make more and more and more as long as you sell more and more and more, but you can't get more of a percentage than what we agreed to, though. So if you can't do that in corporate, why do you think you can do that with family or friends? You know, it's like a 3-card Molly game. It's all good till you turn over that card or that shell, and that shit ain't what you picked. It was all good though. It was all good. You was smarter than them. You was smarter than them until you turn that motherfucking card over.
You got pissed this shit. You get pissed this shit. The shit like the price is right. This and then every time I think of 3-card Molly, I'm thinking my mom getting ready to take me to Favor to get some shoes. Favor, son. I'm on the bus with my mom. The guy playing 3-card Molly. He let her win the first game.
Oh my God.
Even let her win the second game. The third game, he beat the shit out of her pocket. She looked at me and said, and if you say shit to somebody, I'm gonna beat your ass.
God damn. Yeah.
We had just enough money to go to Favor. And Favor didn't do us no favors.
Oh my God. That's real shit though. That is real shit. But yeah, that 3-card Molly shit, it's all good till you turn over that card and it's a black instead of the red. What? Yeah, but you thought you could beat them at their own game. Well, how'd that turn out?
Yeah.
You know,
Walk away frustrated. Not like being like Lamont Sanford, you big dummy.
3-card Molly wouldn't be so bad if it wasn't for the fact that you lose in front of a bunch of people who you don't know. You know what I mean? Because it doesn't happen in a vacuum. You know, when they start playing and you start getting involved, and then people start looking like, I know which card it is. I know. All right. But yeah. So a lot of times family members will talk down on you and tell everybody that you ain't what you say you are or what you portray and all of that shit. But they might be speaking from the standpoint of a person that still don't have no job.
Right.
So the job that you gave them or the money that you tried to put in their pocket, that wasn't good enough. But they still ain't working for nobody. Is it because they live by the mantra? Well, you know, if I can't make the money that I make that I want to make, then I ain't gonna work for nobody at all. You know, I mean, I can't say exactly what it is, but it's something around those ridiculous parameters. It's something, and it's consistent. So there can be a lot of reasons that, you know, your wealthy family members don't come around or don't help out. Don't help out. Now let's address that. Don't help out. Could it be that they used to help out, but they know that they can't help a situation? You know, if you got a leaky, let's say you got a leak under your sink. If you got a leak under your sink, whether it's on the trap, the J bin, or the drain, you know, at the basin of the bowl of the sink. If you don't put no pot or bowl or something to catch the water, then you're gonna have more than just a leak that you have to take care of. Now you're gonna fuck up your whole floor. You may mess up the base of the sink or something like that. You're gonna create more problems. Well, if you look at your family's financial situation and you see that I come from a family that don't like to pay rent, don't like to pay bills, like to challenge things getting cut off and everything, like to cuss out the technicians that come out to discontinue services, sick dogs on them, all that kind of shit. That's what they like to do instead of just keeping up with keeping current with payments and stuff like that. They want to fuck around. Why should I donate to this situation that's not going to help? You know, why should I be the fish when I know that they don't even want the fishing pole? They just want me to bail them out of trouble all the time. And maybe even literally. I got a brother, I got a cousin, always in and out of jail, can't never stay on the streets. And I'm supposed to be bailing them out. Or I'm supposed to be helping pay for a lawyer. Really? Why? Throwing good money after bad? This is the leaky faucet where ain't no bowl under it. And ain't nobody there to fix it. It just keep dripping, drip, 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 drip.
Those slow drips are the worst drips.
And subliminally, one of y'all motherfuckers is hoping that the leak just stops magically. Well, it ain't. And it won't. So maybe I help. Maybe I put in some money to fix it, but fixing it is not what anybody around here in this family is looking for. They just like a bunch of band-aids. They don't want to change any behaviors. They don't want to make any adjustments. They don't want to make any positive commitments. That's not what they want. They just want me to throw money at the problem all the time. Throwing money at the problem. Throwing money at the problem. Now, we get mad when a person don't do nothing but throw money at the problem. So yeah, I don't want to spend no time with my child. I don't want to really develop a bond. I just want to pay the child support or buy whatever is needed and whatever, and I want to be praised for that. Yeah. All right. Well, don't always work that way. You know, they'll take the money, but you're not going to be the good guy that you're looking to be, not in the eyes of them, because they don't want somebody that's just going to throw money at the problem.
The problem.
No, he don't need a PlayStation with extra controllers, different colors. That's not what he needs. He needs a walk. He needs a walk and a talk. And that's what you fail to provide. But you'll tell anybody that's listening that I did everything for my kids. How dare they disrespect? You did an Epstein.
Damn.
What up, Raina? What's good?
Yeah,
appreciate you.
And that's the situation I was saying about my son. You know, and I'm not trying to put personal business out here on the live stream, but you know, and that's the thing about it is that you cannot create your own dilemmas, and then when financially, when you create those own dilemmas financially, you're not going to create a dilemma for me and say, let me continuously put money on your books when you have other siblings that's looking to go to college and they doing tremendous work in school and they doing this and they doing that, and you're the one that wanted to make the decision to continuously do stupid shit. And then when you come home, you want a Rolls Royce or a limo with the fucking Louis Vuitton sneaks and a damn outfit and all this other shit. And like I said to you earlier, sometimes you got to tell your son or tell your daughter, you didn't come home from Penn State. You came home from the state pen. You know what I mean? Yeah. And that's as real as you can get. And even if I was on top and I had the coin and I was a millionaire, I'm not rewarding ignorance. You cannot keep rewarding ignorance. And that's what the people I was talking about earlier, they reward the ignorance. Because you like the color, so no matter what that color done wrong, well, I can just throw money at him. Monetary gifts and give him this and give him that. And he's still going to love me and he's going to be there for me. Because he's my light-skinned red bone baby. No, you don't do that. You cannot reward ignorance. You give him what he needs, but you don't give him what he wants. You know, people got to earn what they want. You know, that's the thing about it. I mean, even if, like I said, even if I have millions of dollars, I'm not going to sit back. If my child is locked up and they're doing and they can put themselves in dilemmas continuously to get themselves locked up, I'm not going to be putting no money on your book. You have to learn from something. First time, okay, I throw a couple of dollars on your books. Second time, gotta throw a couple of dollars. Third time, you didn't learn from the first two?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no, bro. You don't have to ride this one. You gotta ride this one. Get on the horse and start riding, bro. Just don't look at them other men and start seeing mirages.
Yeah.
Don't play like you walking in the damn desert.
I get it.
I mean, you understand where I'm coming from, son?
I do. I overstand. I wish I didn't.
Yeah. You know, I mean, it's crazy because nobody's supposed to. You can't do that. You know, I'm going through my trials and tribulation, and I didn't create the dilemma, but you would think that I created the dilemma by the way I'm going through what I'm going through. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, I mean, at the end of the day, you know, just like when me and you talk, just like I said, you expect certain people, your inner circle, like your children's and everybody, to be there for you. But when they're not there, you like, aren't you my sperm? Then, when we look in the mirror, I see you and you see me, don't you? You know, and that's the thing about it. You know, that account, and I don't want to get off the subject, man, because this is a great subject. But that accountability shit, when it comes between a mother and a father, that shit is deep, man. That shit is deep.
Facts.
And it's not politically correct. It's politically incorrect. A mother can sit back and degrade and badmouth their son, and a father can be there for him continuously, but they'll love the mother unconditionally and say, fuck you, Dad, and find ways of holding you accountable for things that you had no control over.
Mm.
That's not, to me, that's not right. You can't put a dark cloud over, a lifetime dark cloud over my head, but your mother has a halo. And every time y'all turn around, y'all was telling, you know, my children telling me, Mom this, Mom that, Mom this, Mom that. And God rest her soul, you know, I never badmouthed their mother. She never badmouthed me. But they tell me that she would say things to them. And I said, I would never say that shit about y'all. I love my children. I'm pretty sure she loves our children too. But sometimes a person's mouth can spit venom. You know, so I mean, the people in the family that makes the money, son, either you're doing it from the bottom of your heart and from who you are as an individual, or you're doing it because you want likability amongst people in the family and you just want people to be on your side, or you're doing it because you feel as though you want to let it be known, you want to be braggadocious. There's so many reasons why people do it. Or you step away from it because you feel as though people don't call you, and when they call you, they want something.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I mean, there's so many reasons around why the person with the wealth, you know. And then the fucked up part is that the person when you find out how the person with the wealth is getting the money, you look at them sideways and you like, for real?
Mm.
That's how you getting the money? And that's the shit that fucks me up. You can't frown on me because I'm honest Joe and I'm working my ass to the bone to make a dollar out of 15 cents. But yet you're just ice picking people. You're being nice to people to take advantage of them. Or you're being sneaky and you're taking advantage of a situation that's hurtful.
Mm.
And that's the
okay.
You can
hold on a second. Let's take a look at the at this poll. Let's see if we can get out of this, because we have 41 votes on the poll, and the poll question is, which of these best describes the person in the family that has all the money? Now, 37%, which is the most, which is the highest percentage, says always bragging about their stuff. Do you look at it that way?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. 27% says stingy as hell and never helps out. Interesting. Oh, we got another vote now. It's 26% and 36% the other way. All right. 10% says used to come around a lot, but not now. And 29% says always claiming that they're broke. So which out of that poll, which one would have got your vote?
The first one.
The first one, always bragging about their stuff.
Always bragging.
Okay. So that's your
Always
experience
bragging.
with the person that has the money in the family?
Yeah, a couple of them, you know, and then, you know, then I'm finding out today that my one of my children was telling me how much my mom was getting per month. And I was like, damn, you knew that? I never knew that. You know, because see, the thing about it is that I don't question whoever coin that is, that's their coin. Whether it's my mother's, whether it's her sister's, that's their coin. You know, but like I always say, I don't care how you get your coin. But when you get your coin off of tragedy and hurt, that's not a good look. That's not a good look. Out of other people, off of other people's grief. And then you want to be braggadocious about it and say what you've been did and what you're doing. And no, you don't. When you do things from the heart, you don't bring it up. The only time a person, and this is the part that I hate, you do things from the heart, you don't bring it up. And the only time you got to bring it up is when a person say what you don't do. You ever notice that?
Well, it depends. Like, really, I'm only talking about the person in the family that has money.
That has the money, yeah.
Because people who don't really have money consistently, they act differently than a person that has money a lot. Naturally, they would, but there's a difference. You know, like we were talking about earlier. You know, if we talking about the person that just got paid off a case, or you know, won a lottery, or got an inheritance or something like that, they act different because they don't really have money. They have money for now. Really have money. You know what I'm saying? Like they can't be expected to have their money a year from now, 2 years from now, because they don't make money. People who make money act differently than people who win money. Like it don't surprise me that people who win the lottery for big money, I'm talking about Powerball, Lotto type shit like that, major lottery winners that have won millions. It don't surprise me that in 5 years they be broke. Not at all. Not at all. Because they don't know how to make any money. But they fool themselves into believing that they made the money that they won. How you do that, I don't know. I would like to experience it. But of course.
What's the part? You know, what's the part is that a lottery winner will hit the lottery for let's say if it was the Mega Millions and they hit the lottery for close to $1 billion and all the tax come out. Let's say they be at about 575 million. They would look at somebody that worked hard to get that 575 million and frown on them.
Hey, look, that's a lot of money. That is definitely fronting money. You know what I'm saying? Like you,
575 million.
If you have won that much money, listen, I ain't got nothing to say. You're like, look, floss away. You know what I'm saying? Like, Hey, you have the right to, you have the, because it's going to take a minute to spend that. You know what I'm saying? What you going to do, buy a skyscraper? You know what I mean? You going to do buy a skyscraper? It's going to take a minute to fuck up that kind of money. But they will do it. So I'm just saying that, I don't want to put examples in here of people who don't really have money in the family because they can't be, they're not a good example of what I'm talking about. So when I say, the wealthy person in the family, I'm talking about the one that is consistent with the dough. I ain't talking about the one that slipped up the subway steps and got paid off a scepter. I ain't talking about that. You know what I mean? I ain't talking about the one who waited, who fought a case for 5 years, to get 250,000. I ain't talking about that. Because they're not gonna have no money. You know what I mean? A car, a house, some furniture, some jewelry, and a couple of trips is gonna fuck up all that money. Trust and believe. You know what I mean? And fuck around and still don't have their medical bills paid. It happens. So I can't use that example, because that person, one thing is for sure, that person may try to help out, or that person is always going to come around. The person who is really wealthy, or the person that's the family member that really has money like that, they may have reasons for not helping out. They may have reasons for not coming around as much. You know what I mean?
What do you think some reasons could be? Because I done gave you a couple of reasons, maybe 3 or 4 reasons, but what do you think other reasons could be?
Well, I gave you the reason about when they were first building their capital and getting their business started. They put money in people's pockets. They gave them jobs and stuff like that. And motherfuckers fucked up them jobs and fucked up money.
Uh-huh.
So, the wealthy person in the family, or the one that was helping out when they was on the come up, they stopped coming around because they might still feel some kind of way about their cousins, brothers and sisters, nieces and nephews, not appreciating what they was trying to do for them. They may feel some kind of way how they abandoned, how they'll go and support. They'll go and support the white man and they quest, or somebody that they don't know. But when it comes to you, they got all these lofty expectations.
Right.
They don't respect your time and patience and your plan to try to build or stay rich slow. They going for the get rich quick scheme, or they paying money into somebody who ain't even giving them no money. Right. I've seen, a lot of us, like you were talking about what I got out of it, popularity. Like, you were saying how I've been doing this for so long or whatever, and motherfuckers wasn't seeing a vision because there wasn't a lot of cats that were on. You know what I mean?
Right.
Now, if they see somebody, or if they see a lot of people already supporting the situation, then they'll support too. Just like what we doing now. Somebody see this video and let's say it only has 200 views. They like 2-hour video, only 200 views. They ain't stopping by to see that shit. But if they see 100,000 views, they'll give it the time of day.
Mm-hmm.
Because 100,000 people can't be wrong. 100,000 people is a good reference. That means I should be doing what 100,000 people are doing, but not what 200 people are doing. It's a mentality. Might be a fucked up mentality, but you have to understand what you're dealing with. So being in this space I've been fed a healthy dose of popularity pie.
Mm-hmm.
And, or should I say clout chasing pie?
Right.
I get it. I've even seen women do it. They'll give to a motherfucker that already got money. But a motherfucker that's broke and really need money, he get vetted hard. Just like a bank. Banks don't give money to people who really need it. They give money to people who already got it. You know? So
absolutely correct.
Yeah. So it's so I could see how a wealthy family member might feel like, listen, I need to deal with people who are on my level. Not saying that and I'm not talking about my social level, but I mean on my business level. Because fucking around with these motherfuckers that only want to take, spend, but don't want to do any of the work to bring money back into this thing and to build higher. They don't want to save nothing. You know, as soon as they get in their hand, they act like it's burning through their hand. They gotta get it out of their hands and coming back for more. I can't, how am I gonna make money with those kind of people? You know what I mean? Shit. You know, you ever see that video where you see the man by the seashore and he got a mopping bucket. He talk about he'll mop up this ocean before he get back with his ex or some shit like that.
Yeah, I see it. Oh man.
That shit be fucking killing me. I'm like, yo, where they the fucking internet, boy. But it's a real thing. So and funny thing is, I don't have that experience with the wealthy family member or the family member that has money that's bragging all the time. I don't actually have that. You know what I mean? I don't have that experience. It's not that I don't know nothing about it or that I haven't seen it. It's just that they're not my family. And they haven't been families of anybody that I was really close to. You know, now the stingy family member that got money, I've seen that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I've seen that. But even with that, I could kind of see why they're when you talk about somebody being stingy, then you have the tale of two kinds of stingy person. You have the stingy person that maybe has been through the credit ring or whatever, and they don't want to fuck up their shit no more. And then you have the stingy person that feels like nobody ever gave them shit, so they ain't giving nobody nothing either. You ain't gotta like it.
Right.
And stingy is relative. It's subjective. Because you might, a stingy person might be stingy to you and might be just conservative to me. Thrifty, maybe. You know what I mean? Like, you know.
What?
we look at what money can do all the time. And money has not even been able to cure poverty, which is the one thing that it should be able to do immediately.
Well, I mean, it hasn't been able to cure poverty, and also hasn't been able to make people happy.
Well, some people, I think it does make them happy. You know, they have a different kind of mentality, but it makes them happy. It may not be total happiness. It may not be 360-degree type of happiness, but it makes them happy in their own right. But when I say that money hasn't even been able to fix poverty, one of the reasons is that there are people who profit off of poverty. And when you don't understand that, and you wonder how come somebody isn't doing this with their money or that with their money, you know, when you don't understand how the money is supposed to be distributed and allocated and put out, you know, you assume that it should be done for this and done for that. Let me say this for my people who may be a little sensitive to this topic. You should never stop fighting for reparations, black reparations. You should never stop fighting for that. But understand that you ain't gonna get it.
I mean, I'm laughing. It's not what I'm laughing at how you say it. That's the truth.
You know, so you know, like when COVID hit and they was like, yo, they gave out all these stimulus checks, all this trillions of dollars and all of that. That could have been black reparations. No, the fuck it couldn't. The money wasn't meant for that. And it ain't gonna be. It ain't gonna be. There ain't never gonna be a budget out there that's gonna go to 40 acres and a mule and reparations for black people. Ain't gonna happen. But you should still keep fighting for it because it is owed to you and it is contractual. But none of these lawyers really want to go there because it don't make no money. It's an uphill battle, and it's like a street fighter knockout artist trying to successfully get in the ring with a trained boxer. Not going to work. Not going to happen. Ain't going to happen. So I say all of that to say that I understand why a quote unquote stingy family member might not be quick to run to their family member's rescue because they know goddamn well there ain't enough money in their bank account to get this family back on track. Because if there was enough money to get them back on track, they wouldn't need to have to get back on track.
Right.
You know, so yeah, I can see some of the different sides of different sides of the coin when it comes to this whole wealthy family members not looking out, not helping out or whatever. But it also depends on what you consider help. You know, just like you wouldn't want your children's mothers to reduce you to just a financier of the family. And you wouldn't want you don't want women to just look at men as a means to an end, as a way to get a house, as a way to get a car, as a way to get shopping money, as a way to get BBL and fight fake weave, wig, eyelashes, titties. You know what I mean? Men don't want to be looked at as just being good for money and nothing else. So I could understand how a wealthy family member could reject being the one that always is being tapped on for money for the inadequacies of other family members that refuse to get up off their ass and do something good consistently, or at least take care of themselves better.
Right.
You know. But we all have different experiences because we all have different families. What up, my man Jay Sloan? He says sometimes the stingy family member just seems stingy because we don't think about the fact that we are not the only ones asking for help at any given time. It's a good point. He also says the other times they really are stingy as fuck. Balance that scale out, my man. Balance that scale out. Yeah, sometimes they really are just stingy as fuck. But I wholeheartedly believe that there's a reason. When you find a stingy person, there's normally a reason for that shit. You know what I mean? You might be dealing with somebody that kept having things taken or stolen from them as a child, and they ain't get over that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck being generous. Motherfuckers was taken from me even when I wasn't being generous. So guess what? Since y'all gonna steal it anyway, I'm a safeguard, you know, my cash. You fuck what y'all talking about or how y'all feel. F all y'all. Yeah, it's
all y'all.
All y'all. Every last one of y'all. All y'all. So yeah, it's the wealthy family member not helping out. They might have helped out before, but I ain't gonna keep helping out. I ain't gonna keep bailing nobody out of jail. I ain't gonna keep putting people up or paying for eviction notices, to be quashed. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing all that shit. I ain't gonna be paying for fucking limousines and renting cars for after proms. You knew your child was getting ready to graduate. You want to call me because y'all ain't have enough. Food stamps got cut off, so it ain't gonna be enough of wing dings for everybody. Fuck out of here.
Right, I ain't gonna be the one getting the motherfucking camel and everything and putting the sand outside.
Lord. That it was from that shit went from bad to worse, didn't it? That shit went fucking bad to worse. And motherfuckers love the shit out of her. And I used to just be like, I don't get this shit. I don't. But Philly,
but that's what we're talking about. We're talking about people that braggadocious and flaunt their wealth.
But she helps out. So she doesn't count like it. But I mean, you know what? I had to decide. She's so fucking popular. And if you say something bad about her online or something truthful about her online, they attack you so hard. We went from her, and what's her name? Sasha? Oh, yeah. We went from her to motherfucking Meatball.
It's just the name alone.
You ever see her?
Yes, I did. It looked just like a meatball, a disgruntled meatball.
I'm like, this is what my city has fucking come down to. We went from Sasha Floss to fucking Meatball twerking what ain't even there, twerking her stomach. Ain't even cute. That's what we doing. You say anything about either of those two, you got a problem online. And I'm like, I ain't doing this. Y'all ain't selling me this shit. You know what I mean? I had a pet rock in 1978. Fuck y'all, motherfuckers. We not doing this shit.
A pet rock.
We not doing this. Y'all ain't gonna silly putty me to death. Nope. Not gonna happen.
Not I. Not now, not never.
Shit is, man. It's rough out here.
Shit, man. Listen, bro. I know that, and you know that. Just what you just said is what fucks me up the most, bro.
Mm.
You know, but it's just amazing. You know, I mean, you think about what the fact of the family member with the money. I would rather be dead, or I would rather be poor and homeless than to accept money from a person that feels as though they can control me.
Okay. Okay.
I couldn't do that. I couldn't do that. I don't want nobody feeling they can control me. I don't want nobody feeling as though just because you gave me this that I'm going that you're always right. No, that's not how life is. You know what I mean? You have to be able to accept constructive criticism, whether you got thousands of dollars or millions of dollars. But as you can see, we got somebody that's a president that can't even accept the fact that he didn't put no files out that he promised to do. So he'll just go around and just fuck up everything for everybody. Fire this person, fire that person, bring out the National Guard. When you got money, you can.
No, go ahead.
When you got money, you can do whatever you want to do, just in disregard who you feel as though you should respect, because you think I can do that.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, no, you can't do that. You might can do that to a lot of people, but some people would be like, "Fuck you."
I used to use this analogy. You feed a starving animal.
Mm-hmm.
You feed a starving animal. That animal will come around the same time every day and accept the food that you give them. And they may or may not bring other animals to get fed also. That's what happens if you feed a starving animal. Feed a starving person, that person will get strong off the food that you ate, that you gave them. Then they'll find out where you keep the food and take all of that shit and leave leave your dumb ass.
That's a good ass steak last night. Give me all that steak. Go the fuck in the house.
I mean, that's what happens. You know what I mean? You feed a starving person, they'll get, once they get strong, they'll rationalize that you ain't give them enough and you could have gave them more. So they're gonna rob you. They'll find out where you kept the food and take all of that shit, and you'll never see them again. That's what happens when you feed a starving person. And that's why I would rather have a fucking cow. Sometimes.
You would rather have what?
A cow. Moo. 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 You know what I mean? You give them the hay or whatever, they going to, whatever cow food you give them, they going to rock out with that shit and be cool. But niggas? Yo. So where he be getting that food from? Oh, he keep it in there? Oh, all right.
Oh, so he got it in his house? All
right.
Where you live at? West Philly.
So he just been giving me these little fucking scraps.
You ain't tell me he got beef ribs and lamb chops in the house?
Goddamn disgrace, man.
Goddamn
disgrace. All right, man. It's 4:00. We got the route.
Hey,
I'm about to go get me some birthday sleep.
Listen, bro, man. Listen. Happy birthday to you, man. I love you to death, boy. You my brother. You my confidant. You know what I mean? Get to confide in you and talk to you. You give me some great advice. Throughout the years, we've been on shit. That could be on it gotta be 20-some years now, son.
22.
22 years we've been knowing each other. You know what I mean? Shit. So yeah, man. Happy birthday. Enjoy that, man.
Appreciate you, my brother. That. Appreciate you. Mucho.
I thank God for blessing you for another year.
Well, let's get through this first day. Then I'm gonna just keep pressing Control V.
Well, you know what not to do. Remember we had the conversation about what happened on your birthday?
Man, listen. Won't happen this time. You know what I mean?
You won't make that mistake.
Not at all.
Not at all. Up, bro. So much love, man. Everybody to the live stream, much love. Be blessed, be safe.
All right, have a good one, man.
So do you get your tomorrow? Do you give your own self a shout out for your birthday?
We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens.
All right, boy.
All right, peace.
All right.
Much love, much love. Good stuff. We have some birthday shout outs to do. Some people were born on this glorious August 11th, and they deserve to be acknowledged. So let's go about our business of acknowledging them and making them feel special because they are special because they are special because they are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They get number one out the box, Stephen McIntyre. No relation, but what up, cuz? Was good. And also Angela K.H. Happy birthday. And Stephen Giles. And he's raising money for Autism Speaks. And Keisha Davison. Also, Rian. How do you pronounce this name? Riantle, right? Riantle Smith. Happy birthday. Sorry about the name butcher. And my girl going all the way back to the 1985, Tara Blygen. And Kimba, Philly John, comedian Home Alone, pretty Nicole Greer, my girl go-getter Angela Lioness Jackson, and she's also raising money for Autism Speaks, and also Quan Siegel, Angelique Burbage, Nichelle Jamani, going all the way back to the 1982. My girl, Nichelle, dear old Henry, we love. And last but not least, my girl, Olivia Davis. I want to say happy birthday to all of y'all. And I hope that today finds you all in good health, happiness, mind, body, soul, and spirit. And that goes out to each and every person out there born on this glorious August 11th, anywhere out there in the world, worldwide, internationally, and universally. All of y'all go ahead and turn up. But don't turn up too loud. Just turn up loud enough so everybody can hear you. Rock out, rock on and do the damn, to rock out. Rock on and do the damn, rock out. Rock on and do the damn thing. You do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. You do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. Good things happen to those who wait. Great things happen to those who grind. Anything can happen to those who go for theirs. So go hard, go for yours, and remember, and I forgive all the family members, because I can't give you a lot, but I gave you most of what I got. It hit the spot. That's what you said at first, but then you wanted the most, so it came to worst. Worst comes to worst, I'ma let you kick a verse. I'ma let you have something to say and then say, hey, we can build together, but you want everything to yourself, so you will never have wealth. But I'ma have some, even if I don't make all the money, I'ma get mom a new house and maybe a new car. Try to make her live out the rest of the days like a star. And I hope that you do the same. My name will always be up there. Yo, this ain't the Hall of Fame, but I like to give some shout outs to those who really was some superstars. So listen to Omar. I would like to give a shout out to all of you, and I would appreciate each and everything you do. And I would like to say that for myself, I would like to see all of y'all in optimal health. And if you can't get it that way, but hey, keep on striving, because as long long as you stay alive when I'm alive, and I want us to build together. And I don't care. Yo, the weather is like the hurricane season. It's all coming down like rain, but I don't want to see none of my people going through pain. But pain is something that builds character. And I ain't really trying to be out there dissing and laughing at you. Yeah, we joke around, and I found that as long as we have a couple of laughs, yo, and all the staff will be getting paid. The checks is coming out. They might not have the numbers that you wanted, but it ain't no doubt that you have more than you had before, and you ain't have to work a lot hard. You just believe in God, and you gonna make it there. Everything will be clear. Yo, I'm tired as hell, so I'm gonna be the fuck out of here. But I want to thank each and every one of y'all for listening. Thanks for sticking around and not be all that. Okay. Peace to all my day ones, my everydays, and my brand news. I love y'all to death. Resuscitate y'all. I love y'all right back to life. We will be back tomorrow night, 2 a.m. in the morning. So, yo, I want y'all to have a good night. Thanks, everybody. Thanks for those birthday shout outs. We're going to have more tomorrow. Like I said, I'm about to go get my birthday sleep on though. I'm tired of motherfuckers. But yo, hit the like button, share the show, subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet. Thank you, each and every one of you, for everything and each and everything that you do. Peace.